I like that book that you just talked about, the things to consider before you say I do.
Yes.
Because some people say I do, then they turn around and say I don't.
I don't.
One of the questions
I did.
I did. One of the questions that came in is divorce an option for a Christian?
It's not. It's not. It's easy to walk into a court and just get an injunction and just divorce marriage. But things are deeper than that. I met a divorcee. She said, a dead spouse is better than a divorced one. She said, the dead one, you bury him and you forget. But the one you divorce will keep on appearing. She said, I'm full of envy, jealousy. Anytime I see this man with a new wife, enjoying himself and everything, despite the fact that she remarried, it's like his life is better than before. And the new marriage is suffering too. She's having a lot of problems. So she began to think, had it been I knew, maybe, instead of seeking for divorce, seek help. People don't seek help, they only look for their lawyers. Please, seek help. There's a particular couple that came to our office, they've not been talking for 5 years under the same roof. They didn't divorce, they said we can't divorce because we built this out together. I won't go for you, you won't go for me. And they were not talking. They blocked their house, somebody will come in through the back door, another one will come in through the front door. And they live like that for 5 years. If they must talk, they said they use children communication system. I heard it for the first time. And I said, which one is children communication? We were sending our children to each other. Go and tell your daddy, go and tell your mommy. Many of you are doing it too. When you're angry with your husband, you send your children. It's foolishness. You are digging the grave of that marriage. Many people are using WhatsApp to operate. It's very stupid. Face the problem. Talk about it. That is one of the greatest enemy of marriage. When you begin to avoid the issues, especially women, you are dying inside, but you will not say it. You say you don't want him to be angry. You are dying. You are dying. What are you supposed to do? Set the table. Look at Abigail. She set the table, and she did it well. Now, let me give you an expo, all women. If you want to talk to your husband about any issue, see the side that will profit him and come from that side. I've never known a man that will not listen. No, we live in this area of Ajah and you want him to move to Lekki. I say, sweetheart, can you imagine how your life will be if we just move to Lekki? Your neighborhood change, your career, you get to VI your office in 5 minutes and everything like that. I say, you are saying something. Instead of you coming to him and say, you want to keep me with traffic. You want to keep me. Don't you even think of me? He will never listen to you. Look at Deborah. Went to an army general and got his attention. Look at Ruth. She knew where to lay at the feet of the man, not at his head. Many of you are getting to the head. Oh, the one that is the most interesting is Delilah. Delilah. That girl, many of you hate her because she killed your family member. She killed your brother. But that's the reason why we didn't learn anything from Delilah. But the truth is, Delilah must be an heroine because she fought for her country and she defended. Then, how did she do it? That's the one interesting part of it. They were not having sex. The Bible did not say they were having sex. She placed the head of a general on her laps. Do you know the meaning of that? When you place the head of a man on your laps, you take 4 of his 5 senses plus his brain. 4 of his 5 senses plus his what? On your, close to your breast. This is the thing he will be looking at, and he will lose his senses. I was imagining how Samson reacted when the guy said, what can we do to kill you? He responded, you want to kill me? And when you see the breast again, want to kill me? Let me die a right shot there. Let me die. Kiss me long. Let me die for your neck. If it's in this part of the world, we think that lady used juju. Am I correct? When last have you put the head of your husband on your lap? You want to talk to him, you wake him up around 1 a.m. Ekman, get up. Get up. Get up. When you wake up, you say, we need to talk. We need to talk. The person that will wake up is not your husband. The person that will wake up is a warrior. Say, say it now. No matter what you be saying, even in the afternoon, never use the word, we need to talk. My wife will always say, I want to give you a gist. She's always giving me a gist. So when you say, you want to give me a gist, you relax. You won't carry your weapons. But when you say, we need to talk, it's a call for battle. It's a war call. And the guy will carry all his gun and he will not even allow you to talk for 5 minutes. Say, no. You are getting it wrong here. You are getting it wrong here. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. Is somebody learning something? Place his head upon your laps. You will always win him. One of the most stupid things you will do is to be sending somebody to convince your husband. You are stupid if you do that. You should be number one influence in the life of your husband. Number one influence. If you are smart, if you are a good girl, if you are wise, you have to call his mom, his brother, his friend to talk to your husband. But they told us you went to school. Am I talking to somebody? I'm eating you hard so that you can have this common sense. You now call somebody that stays on your bosom that you cannot convince. Please, we need to understand this one. Stop using the word we need to what? And when you want to talk, how will you start? Start from the side that profits him. Don't use emotion. Men are not moved by emotion, they are moved by logic. Can you imagine the traffic from here to Lekki and from Lekki to VI? Can you imagine if you buy that house at so place? Can you imagine the amount of fuel you are going to save every month? Can you imagine? You know what? I want my husband to be a landlord. Don't say everybody in the church, all their husbands are buying houses. Make me a landlady. I won't listen to you. But when you always come from his own, that's not manipulative. That is what? Wisdom of God. Wisdom of God. And the Lord bless you in the name of Jesus.